Okay, next up is Bad Lieutenant, Port of Call, New Orleans. And it stars Nicolas Cage as a corrupt, heinous individual of a cop. And this, let me just say, Nicolas Cage is back. I've been very critical of him the last 4 years due to many something bad is going to happen and I got to do something about it type performances. And here he is back taking on the difficult roles with such great over-the-top subtlety, if there even such a term. It's just unbelievably amazing, and I really enjoyed him greatly here. Now, if some of you may remember, many years ago there was a film called Bad Lieutenant starring Harvey Keitel. This is not really a sequel, but more of telling the story of the same type of person, the same cop in the Abel Ferrara film back in the early '90s. And I hope if you see this film, you definitely have to see that one. Harvey Keitel gave a very haunting performance, just like Nicolas Cage is very haunting here, with also very dark humor and just the right touches to make this character very dynamic. Now, this is set in the city of New Orleans, where it's just shortly after Hurricane Katrina, and again, he knows he's the law. He knows who he is. He's very well aware of himself. And his girlfriend is actually a prostitute, and he's fine with that. So, hey, more power to him, I guess. I don't know. But either way, it's one of the things that really gives this film the elements that it needs. It's unforgiving. It shows when you just get in deep of something, you can't get out, and in some cases you feel like he doesn't want to. Now, granted that a lot of this movie is hard to tell a story of what it truly is. This is not a movie about really setting a subtle tone for a plot. It's a film that tells a tale of just one troubled individual and just how much trouble he can get into. And sometimes even simple stories like that, if done correctly with the right dialogue and the right acting, can be done right. Eva Mendes is a very pleasant surprise here. She is very good as the girlfriend. Val Kilmer, in my opinion, gives the best performance perhaps since Wonderland many years ago, as Nicolas Cage's partner. And also, I even gotta say, Exhibit, the rapper, yes, that Exhibit is good here as a kingpin. There's just a lot of good performances in this film, and it really rings out in terms of the sad state of what New Orleans was in after Hurricane Katrina. And it sets the background, unlike Nicolas Cage's last film, Knowing, where it just overdid it and really didn't and painted an unnecessary tone. In this film, the background of Hurricane Katrina needs to create this tone. And it's just a background. It's not overdone, much like the post 9/11 world in the Edward Norton film 25th Hour. So, Nicolas Cage gives a dynamite performance. I can't praise it enough. And he's the type of guy who's just bold enough and just ambitious enough to take it on. I'm really proud of him. This is his best performance since Weatherman. So I'm giving Bad Lieutenant, Port of Call, New Orleans, 4.5 stars out of 5.